Hello dear aspirants and welcome to the official channel for 24/7 Northeast. So, I'm John Sokolagata 24/7 Northeast official YouTube platform with me, Shubham Sir, your English faculty here on this platform. So today we are taking a look at the editorial article. We'll go through the full analysis, taking a look at the most important vocabulary words and the most important phrases as well. So we'll be covering vocabulary in a comprehensive manner, the words, the most important phrases, even if there are any idioms in the passage. We'll cover them all. So Bullock, start course as session 2. Before we get started, everybody, make sure you have the 24/7 app downloaded and install on your cell phone so that you do not miss any of our free study materials or our free study material resources. Current affairs, job alerts, and more. All of this available on the 24/7 app, completely free. And if you want to join our courses, mock tests, or books, you can avail them from the premium study material section of the app itself. The app link is given in the description box below this video. আপোনালোকে আমাৰ app tour মাধ্যমেৰে আমাৰ courses, mock test, books ল'ব পাৰে আৰু আমাৰ free study material resources বহুতখিনি এই এপটোত উপলব্ধ আছে সেইখিনিও আপোনালোকে দেখিব পাব, avail কৰিব পাৰিব আৰু সেইখিনি লাভ উঠাব পাৰিব। লিংকটো দিয়া আছে ভিডিওৰ তলত description boxত। So let's take a look at today's vocabulary discussion section. So from the first paragraph we have these following words, we have these following phrases, and there are no such idioms in today's first paragraph of the editorial article that we are going to be discussing today. From the second paragraph, we have these few words, we have these phrases, and there is no such idioms in today's article. So let's take a look at them one by one now. Taking a look at today's most important words from the passage, from the editorial article. Pratham shabdotu precarious. The first word is precarious. Precarious means something that is uncertain. So the first word precarious refers to something that is uncertain, that is not yet confirmed. Ta mane onishito bostu eta ami precarious buli ko. Poristiti eta jodi onishito hoi ase, tetia ami hetuk precarious poristiti buli ingrazit hetuk byakhya koru. Interim. This word refers to a temporary or something which is just for the time being. We refer to it as interim. Say for example, there has been a disruption in the governance of a country and there is a government in place right now which will soon be changed because there needs to be a proper election process, due procedure needs to happen again. But for the time being, there's just a temporary government. We call it an interim government. ঠিক আছে, তাৰ মানে বৰ্তমান যোনটো আপুনি ক'ব পাৰে যে অন্তৱৰ্তী কালীনৰ বাবে যোনটো এটা সৰকাৰ এখন যদি স্থাপিত হৈছে কোনবা এখন দেশত আৰু এতিয়ালৈকে আপোনাৰ নেক্সট ফাইনালাইজড সৰকাৰখন অহা নাই, সেই সময়ছোৱাৰ বাবে যোনটো এটা টেম্পৰাৰী এটা সলিউশন হিচাপে এখন সৰকাৰ আছে সেইখনক আপুনি ইন্টাৰিম গভৰ্নমেন্ট বুলি ক'ব পাৰিব। আৰু বিভিন্ন পৰিস্থিতিত আমি ইন্টাৰিম শব্দটো তেনেকৈ টেম্পৰাৰী ৱৰ্ডটোকে বুজাবলৈ ব্যৱহাৰ কৰোঁ। ইন্টাৰিম চ্যাম্পিয়ন, ইন্টাৰিম গভৰ্নমেন্ট, ডিফাৰেন্ট কাইন্ডস অফ সিচুৱেশনস you will find this particular word. Ostensibly. Ostensibly, what does this mean? I have taught this word to you students. Can anybody attempt this before I explain it? What does ostensibly refer to? Ostensibly, obstinate, these kind of words we have discussed. So all of these words starting with the alphabet O. So when we say ostensibly, it just means that it appears to be so. All right, ostensibly means it seems or it appears to be so, but it might not be that exactly what it seems to be. All right, it might not exactly be what it seems to be. We refer to such things as ostensibly. That means apparently, in so far as we can see, ostensibly. But it might not be factual. It might not be what's actually true. So, দৃশ্যতভাৱে যোনটো আমি বস্তু দেখাব তোক ostensibly বুলি কওঁ, কিন্তু হেতু প্ৰমাণ হোৱা নাই সাগে এতিয়ালৈকে, তেনেকুৱা ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি ostensibly বুলি কওঁ। ঠিক আছে? Now, coming to the next word, persecution. Persecution মানে অত্যাচাৰ. Persecution refers to aggressive treatment of people. That is what the word persecution is referring to even in today's article. All right, persecution hole অত্যাচাৰ হোৱা বুলি কয়। Religious persecution বুলি যে কোৱা হয়, তাৰ মানে ধৰ্মক লৈ পেলাই যেটা কমিউনাল বেচিছ এটা লৈ পেলাই মানুহৰ ওপৰত যেটা অত্যাচাৰ কৰা হয়, ৰাইট? হেনেকুৱা ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি persecution শব্দটো আপোনালোকে নিউজত দেখাব, আমি ইউজ কৰা আপোনালোকে দেখা পাব। So persecution refers to torturous treatment, violent treatment, অসমীয়াত ক'বলৈ গ'লে অত্যাচাৰ। Allegedly. Allegedly মানে হৈছে কথিতভাৱে, তাৰ মানে হেতু দাবীহে কৰা হৈছে, হেতু এতিয়ালৈকে প্ৰমাণ হোৱা নাই। Allegedly and ostensibly kind of refer to similar concepts. When we say allegedly, students, we refer to something that has been raised verbally but it has not yet been proven. All right, there's no evidence to it, but it has been kind of brought to the surface as a topic for the timing, as a topic of discussion, but it is not yet confirmed. All right, if you allege that someone has committed a crime, that means you are saying they have committed the crime, but it has not yet been proven in court. It has not yet been proven. So for the time being, we'll say that that person is an alleged criminal. If the person is not convicted, we will say that that person is not a criminal. But if the person is convicted on the basis of evidence, then we'll say that he's a convict. Then the word allegedly will be removed, that they are no longer an alleged criminal, they are a proven criminal. All right, so I hope you understand the difference. Sedition মানে হৈছে ৰাজদ্ৰোহ, যেতিয়া আপুনি এখন দেশৰ পৰা ভাগ হৈ পেলাই বেলেগ এখন দেশ বনোৱাৰ দৰে কথা ক'ব, এইটোক seditious statements বুলি কয়। হেনেকুৱা কথাক আমি sedition বুলি কওঁ, সেই কথাটোক আমি sedition বুলি কওঁ। When someone talks about separating from a nation, it is the concept of sedition. All right, understood? Next, unwarranted. Unwarranted means something which was not called for. All right, students, unwarranted means something that does not have a proper basis for its happening, that it does not have a proper cause. Such an action will be referred to as unwarranted action. All right, say for example, there was recently this case of this police official in Pan Bazaar in Guwahati who basically assaulted a boy, I would say. I don't think he's even that much of an I think that he's a young boy. He was basically assaulted, and that such heavy-handed action was unwarranted for, right? That police official had no job doing that. The police official had no job being so heavy-handed with such a minor problem, right? The boy might have broken maybe a small traffic rule or something, right? I won't say a small traffic rule, maybe it was a genuine offense, but it wasn't such a big deal that guy had to be beaten, right? And that too quite brutally. So that's such kind of action, we call it as unwarranted because there was no basis to it. তাৰমানে যেতিয়া অবাঞ্ছিত কিবা এটা অ্যাকশন লোৱা হয়, কিবা এটা ক্ৰিয়া কৰা হয়, হেতুক আনৱাৰেন্টেড বুলি কয়। যেতিয়া হেতুৰ কাৰণে ভাল এটা ধাৰা এটা নাথাকে বা ভাল এটা একো কাৰণ নাথাকে, তেনেকুৱা কিবা এটা ক্ৰিয়া কৰিলে হেতুক আমি আনৱাৰেন্টেড বুলি কওঁ। ঠিক আছে? Next, revered. Revered means something which is respected, highly respected, we call it revered. Revered মানে হৈছে যোনটো বস্তুক শ্ৰদ্ধা কৰা হয়। Stern. Stern means strict, right? We know this word, stern or strict. Your teacher who was strict with you when you were in school, you can also say they were being stern. তাৰমানে যেটা কঠোৰ ব্যৱহাৰ কৰা হয়, stern treatment কৰা বুলি আমি কওঁ, strict, stern, ঠিক আছে? Dismay refers to a state of hopelessness, a state of sorrow, sadness and hopelessness. When people lose hope, such a state is called a state of dismay. All right, হতাশা যেতিয়া অনুভৱ হয় মানুহৰ, হেতুক dismay বুলি কোৱা হয় ইংৰাজীত। হতাশা অনুভৱ কৰিলে হেতুক সেই পৰিস্থিতিক dismay পৰিস্থিতি বুলি কোৱা হয় ইংৰাজীত। ঠিক আছে? So these are our words for today. Coming to the phrases, so let's take a look at the phrases. Why I have written this, because I want you to understand that this is something that you can utilize in your own writing. All right, clear proof, comma, if any was needed, comma, and then the sentence continues. You will see how this has been used in the passage today. So এইটো অসমীয়াত মই লিখি থৈছো, but I hope আপোনালোকে ইংৰাজীত পঢ়িটো বুজি পাইছে। তাৰমানে কিবা সেন্টেন্সত এটা পৰিস্থিতি আছে, পৰিস্থিতি দেখা পাম আজি আমি প্যাসেজটো, য'ত এনেকৈ কোৱা হৈছে যে যদি স্পষ্ট প্ৰমাণ প্ৰয়োজন আছে তেনেহলে প্ৰমাণ দিয়া হ'ব। হেতু কথাকে লিখোতে স্টেটমেন্টত এনেকৈ লিখে ক্লিয়াৰ প্ৰুফ, কমা, ইফ এনি ওয়াজ নিডেড, কমা, দেন আকৌ সেন্টেন্সটো কন্টিনিউ কৰিছে। এটো কেনেকৈ ইউজ কৰিছে প্যাসেজত হেতু মই ডিসকাস কৰিম। সেইকাৰণে মই ইয়াতে বেলেগকৈ লিখি দিছো যে এই ৰাইটিংৰ ষ্টাইলটো আপোনালোকে যাতে এনেকৈ ৰাইটিংৰ ষ্টাইলবোৰ বুজি পায়, যে কমা দি পেলাই এটা আইডিয়া কেনেকৈ বিল্ড কৰি এটা দীঘলীয়া সেন্টেন্স বনাব পৰা যায়। ওকে, নেক্সট, crack down on. To crack down on means to take strict or serious actions, all right, against something. To crack down on someone or to crack down on something. To crack down on corruption, that means to take strict action against corruption. Crack down on something meaning to say কঠোৰ ব্যৱস্থা লোৱা কিবা এটা বস্তুৰ, দুৰ্নীতিৰ বিৰুদ্ধে কঠোৰ ব্যৱস্থা লোৱা হৈছে। They are trying, say for example, কোনবা এটা অথৰিটিয়ে লৈছে hey action to, আপুনি ক'ব authorities are taking strict action against corruption. You can also say the authorities are cracking down on corruption. বুজি পাইছে? Pertains to মানে সম্পৰ্কিত, কিবা এটা বস্তুৰ লগত জড়িত বা সম্পৰ্কিত বস্তুটো আমি ক'ব পাৰো যে এইটো বস্তু এটোৰ লগত জড়িত, but this pertains to that. So pertains to means it is related to. A pertains to B, that means A is related to B somehow, some way, and we can explain further how it is related. So pertains to means related to or connected to. Fueling suspicions, we'll see this word twice in today's passage, in today's editorial article. Why I have brought this up in today's phrases because I want you to understand that you can use this word to talk about multiple things. So fueling suspicions means raising suspicions or increasing suspicions. Just like when you add fuel to your vehicle, you can go you can go further, right? If your fuel has ended in your vehicle, say for example, fuel has ended in your vehicle, you enter a gas station and you enter fuel, you have refueled, and now that you're fueled up again, your vehicle is fueled up again, you can go further. So you can increase the distance that you are traveling, right? So similarly, when you fuel something, that means you are increasing it. So fueling suspicions means raising or increasing suspicions. So students, বুজি লওক, মই অসমীয়াত বুজাই দিছো যে fueling suspicions অৰ্থটো হৈছে সন্দেহ বৃদ্ধি কৰা। তাৰমানে কিবা এটা বস্তু বৃদ্ধি কৰা বুলি যেটা কও, ঠিক আছে, সন্দেহ হওক বা যিকোনো বেলেগ বস্তু আপোনালোকে অলপ পিছত দেখিব ক্ৰিটিসিজমছৰ কথা আমি কম, হেতু ক্ষেত্ৰটো আমি ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব এই শব্দটো fueling। তাৰমানে এক ধৰণে ইন্ধন দিয়া বা তাক বঢ়াই দিয়া বা আগবঢ়াই দিয়া বা বঢ়োৱা, ঠিক আছে, হেতু বুজোৱা হয় fueling suspicions। তাৰমানে বৃদ্ধি কৰা হৈছে, সন্দেহ বৃদ্ধি কৰা হৈছে। To give force to means to add support. We have seen this in yesterday's session as well, in yesterday's editorial article. To give force to something, that means to provide support or to help or push something forward. With resolve means determination. We have seen this word in yesterday's editorial article as well. Tamane সংকল্পৰ হৈতে সংকল্প লোৱা, with resolve, right? Next, to push a ban off. See, to push, again, to push something, right? To give a push to something. To give a push to something means to support it or to promote it, all right? Or to support that idea, to help it move forward or to help it grow. তাৰমানে কিবা এটা বস্তু যেতিয়া বঢ়োৱাৰ বাবে বা বৃদ্ধি কৰাৰ বাবে কিবা এটা কৰা হয়, to push দিয়া হয়। To push a ban off বুলি কৈছো। ban কৰা মানে কি? ban কৰা মানে কিবা এটা বস্তু নিষেধ কৰা। সো নিষেধাজ্ঞা ৰখাৰ বাবে যদি কিবা এটা কৰা হৈছে, তাৰ মানে push a ban off something বুলি লিখা যাব। কেনেকৈ ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছে প্যাসেজত আমি সাম, আৰ্টিকেলত সাম। Fueling, again, চাওক এই শব্দটো fueling criticism. See, we had discussed this word a few minutes before, right? Fueling suspicions. Now we are saying fueling criticism. Same thing. It's increasing criticism. তাৰমানে সমালোচনা বৃদ্ধি কৰিছে। criticism মানে সমালোচনা বৃদ্ধি কৰা হৈছে, fueling criticism বুলি লিখিছে। Refrain from, the word refrain. To refrain from, this is a phrase, refrain কৰা মানে বিৰত থকা। কিবা এটা বস্তুৰ পৰা আপুনি যদি জানি বুজি বা নিজ ইচ্ছাৰে ইচ্ছাৰে আপুনি বিৰত হৈ আছে, আপুনি ৰিফ্ৰেইন কৰিছে সেই বস্তুৰ পৰা। সে ফৰ এক্সাম্পল, আপোনাক ডক্টৰে মানা কৰিছে মিঠাই খাবৰ পৰা বা মিঠা বস্তু খাবৰ পৰা। You are refraining yourself from sugar intake. You are refraining yourself from sugar based foods. তাৰমানে আপুনি নিজকে বিৰত ৰাখিছে হেনেকুৱা খাদ্যৰ পৰা য'ত মিঠা বেছি আছে, ঠিক আছে? So to refrain from something means to stay away from something voluntarily or consciously, all right? Have not made much headway. What does this phrase mean? To not make much headway or to make headway, right? What does it mean? Headway means moving forward or going forward or progress. That means there has not been much progress, there has not been much headway, all right? So instead of using the word progress, you can also use the word headway. তাৰমানে আমি কব বিচাৰিছো আগবাঢ়ি যাব পাৰিছে নাই। যদি আগবাঢ়ি যাব পাৰিছে, they have made headway. যদি আগবাঢ়ি যাব পৰা নাই, they have not made much headway, ঠিক আছে? Risk of something runs high. When we write this kind of phrase, it means whatever we are talking about, the risk of this thing is increasing or it's high at this point, all right? তাৰমানে আমি যদি এনেকৈ লিখো students, risk of কিবা এটা বস্তু runs high এনেকৈ যদি লিখিব বিচাৰো, তাৰমানে কব বিচাৰিছো এই বস্তুটো যোনটো আমি ইয়াতে মাজত লিখিম, এই বস্তুটোৰ যোনটো বিপদ আছে, এই বিপদটো বৰ্তমান বহুত বাঢ়ি আছে বা এই বিপদটো বহুত বেছি বৰ্তমান। So these are the phrases for today. There are no such idioms in today's article. So let's take a look at the editorial article now. Let's read it once and we will see where all of these phrases and words are being used. Violent protests and clashes after the arrest of Chinmoy Das, a Hindu monk and leader of one of the newer minority rights groups that led to a lawyer dying at Chittagong court, are clear proof, if any was needed, that the law and order situation in Bangladesh remains precarious, right? That is uncertain. তাৰমানে এটা এই যে ভাইলেন্ট ৰাইটস পাৰ্টি হৈছে, তাতে এটা মৃত্যুও হৈছে, হেতু এই হিন্দু মংকৰ, ৰাইট, এৰেষ্টৰ পিছত যোনটো এটা ভাইলেন্ট ৰাইটস হৈছে, হেতু বুজাইছে যে বাংলাদেশত বৰ্তমান সিচুৱেশনটো কন্ট্ৰোলত নাই। The protest by thousands from the group representing Sanatani Hindus called the Bangladesh Homilito Sanatani Jagran Jot have a key demand that the Muhammad Yunus-led interim government, see, interim government, that is the temporary government, interim government secures the safety of the country's 20 million strong religious minorities, and the minorities include Hindus, Christians, and Buddhists, who have been targeted by Islamist majoritarian mobs. That means the majority of the mobs are of the Islam religion and the rest of the minority religions are being targeted here. In more than 2,000 documented acts of violence, documented means these have been taken into record, There might be off-record acts as well. So till now, in record, there are 2,000 acts. They have been documented. There's proof. All right, documented means there's proof. At least 9 minority members have been killed, ostensibly in protests targeting supporters of Ms. Hasina's Awami League party. Ostensibly means apparently, all right, or as far as we know. But there's no definite proof till now. There is a visible communal angle too. Mr. Das, who has also been associated with the Bangladesh chapter of the ISKCON, highlighted an 8-point list of demands. These include speedy trials for cases of minority persecution. Persecution means whenever there has been some kind of act of atrocity or violence against minorities. Eta uttasar korise minority tenekwa khetrot jate speedy trial court jate hunkale prokriyato agbare aru punishment dia hoy june uttasar korise tenokok. A minority protection law and the Minority Affairs Ministry and 5-day public holidays for Durga Puja. So there are certain demands. The government has not responded so far, although Mr. Yunus has met with minority representatives and visited the Dhakeshwari temple. Instead, it would seem that Bangladesh forces have been empowered to crack down on all such protests. To crack down on all such protests, that means to take serious actions against. Tamane kothor byabostha lobole teonokok empower kora hoise ba teonokok sujog dia hoise. Even if lawful and peaceful, all right? That means Bangladesh forces have been allowed to take serious action against protests, even if those protests are lawful. They are not going against the law, and even if those protests are peaceful. Tamane শান্তিমত ভাবেও যদি প্ৰতিবাদ কৰিছে তাতো একদম কঠোৰ ব্যৱস্থা লবলে এই বাংলাদেশৰ যি মিলিটাৰী বা ফৰ্সেস আছে তেওঁলোকক পারমিশন দি থোৱা আছে বৰ্তমান ঠিক আছে এটো এটা বেয়া কথা হৈছে The case against Mr. Das pertains to a group of Hindus who raised saffron flags, allegedly mane dabi kora hoise etu bostu, allegedly holding them higher than the Bangladesh national flag. The political activist who filed the case of sedition has since been expelled from Bangladesh Nationalist Party, fueling suspicions that action on the case was unwarranted. Tamane ei case to junto action lole ei action to tamane basis nasile ko logat ke basi tough strict action loi loise. In such a charged environment boli jeta koise tamane bahut eta delicate situation hoise sob ugro hoise manu gutei bur ugro hoise, everybody is angry in this situation, everybody has a lot of aggression going on. It's a charged environment and anything could go wrong. We need to treat the situation with a very calm and delicate mindset, right? Or we need to treat this situation as a delicate situation and we need to take calm decisions. All right, that's what this is saying. In such a charged environment, the summary arrest and custody of a senior religious figure will only ignite communal tensions. Will only ignite. Ignite means it will only start or increase. All right? Ignite kora buji paise no apni jetia jui ekura jolai apni jui ekura ignite kore. Ta mane communal tensions aru আৰম্ভ হৈ কৰি দিয়া হ'ব বা বঢ়াই দিয়া হ'ব হেতু কৈছে ইগনাইট কৰা বুলি next paragraph the second paragraph is quite short the actions as well as a move to push a ban to push a ban of something ঠিক আছে তাৰ মানে কিবা এটা বস্তুক নিষেধাজ্ঞা কৰা to try to shut something down right to push a ban of something the actions as well as a move to push a ban of the ISKCON group a move means কিবা এটা decision যেটা লোৱা হয় right to a move towards something means a decision towards something as well as a move to push a ban of the ISKCON group through the courts are also fueling criticism of the Yunus government. Enekwa kotha bilake enekwa decisions bilake siddhant bilake teolokor samalochona borhaise manuhor mukhot. New Delhi has been consistently vocal in asking Bangladesh to protect its minorities and to refrain from such heavy-handed treatment. See, we have discussed this heavy-handed phrase in yesterday's class as well of a revered figure. However, due to the Modi government's tense ties with the Yunus regime, these calls have not made much headway. Tamane jihetuke India or Bangladesh a Yunus government lo olopman situation to olopman thik nohoy hetu karone India jonto request korse hetu bor eta agbari jonai request to thik ase has not made much headway. In a stern pushback, we have discussed this word pushback in yesterday's class. Tamane protirod. In a stern pushback, the Bangladesh Foreign Ministry expressed dismay and hurt at India's statements, accusing India of misrepresenting the situation. The Bangladesh government also defended the specific charges against Mr. Das. Yar pisot amar beleg ekut enekwa phrase ba words nai apnaloke etu pori saw paribo. Amar ei article to bahut important nohoy sabole gole, but ami jonkhini vocabulary ba phrases yar pura উলিয়া বসে হেখিনি দৰকাৰী হয় বাকিখিনি আপোনালোকে পঢ়ি চাব পাৰিব পিডিএফ টো ইয়াতে বেলেগ একো তেনেকৈ বাকি লাষ্ট ফিউ লাইনছত ইমান একো ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট words বা phrases নাই but still you can read this because we'll write the summary right so talking about the summary এইটো মই আপোনালোকক স্যাম্পল সামাৰি এটা দিছো এই গুটেই প্যাসেজটোৰ ফাৰ্স্ট প্যাৰাগ্ৰাফটো মই এনেকৈ সামাৰি বনাই দিছো সেকেন্ড প্যাৰাগ্ৰাফটো মই এনেকৈ নিজে এটা সামাৰি বনাই দিছো এইটো মোৰ স্যাম্পল সামাৰি হয় আপোনালোকে এইটো পঢ়ি চাব পাৰে বাট মই সাজেষ্ট কৰিম আপোনালোকে নিজেও আজিৰ পিডিএফ ডাউনলোড কৰি এবাৰ এই গুটেই প্যাসেজটো পঢ়ি চাই নিজৰ দুইটা প্যাৰাগ্ৰাফৰ কাৰণে নিজা একোটা সামাৰি প্যাৰাগ্ৰাফছ লিখিবলৈ চেষ্টা চলাওক আৰু ট্ৰাই কৰক আৰু মোক জনাব লিখা হৈছে নে নাই পাৰিছে নে নাই so the answers to yesterday's questions. Yesterday I had asked these two questions. Which of the following is the correct antonym for the word stalled? Stalled means when something is stopped. So the opposite would be antonym lage no biporit shobdo lage. The antonym would be accelerated. When something gets speed, it is not stopped, it gets pushed forward or promoted or accelerated. Which of the following is the correct synonym for the word pronouncements? Pronouncements মই কৈছিলো ক্লাছত পঢ়াইছিলো যে pronouncement কৰা মানে ঘোষণা কৰা. Pronouncements means some kind of declaration. So declaration would be the correct synonym here. A is the right answer. So these are your answers for yesterday's questions. These are today's questions. Take a look at today's practice questions. The correct antonym for the word ostensibly. These are your options. And the correct antonym for the word unwarranted. So take a look at these two questions, try to solve them, and I will discuss the answers in tomorrow's class. All right, everybody? So make sure you check today's YouTube short in our channel, on our channel for the daily word power. Amar jonto daily word power short thake, apologe hetu nishoy sabo jate apologor vocabulary notun shobdo eta add hoy. Etu apologe pai jabo amar YouTube channel short section to daily মই upload koru etu 30-40 seconds or video ta hoy. Aru class PDF and other study material all will be available in the Telegram group. Telegram group link will be given to you in the comments. English by Shubham Sir, that is the Telegram group, and also in the other 24/7 app community. So make sure you are joined in both the Telegram group and also in the other 24/7 app community. Editorial analysis will be at 7:45 a.m. Monday to Saturday. You will be able to join in every day at 7:45. And yes, make sure you have the app downloaded. App link is given in the description box below the video. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your fellow aspirants, and comments on jonabo apolokor kiba queries ase doubts ase, and stay tuned to our 24/7 Northeast. So hit the subscribe button so you can keep watching the classes. Pohar ba beada, hofar ba beada. See you in the classes, everybody.